Hey guys, September is well underway, so it's time for a summer garden tour. We're gonna start as usual on the north, then we come to the east, south, and then west. Right, my loquat tree. I transplanted this year. It didn't grow much, to be honest, but it didn't die either, so let's hope it does better next season. Here, the small pepper plant on a very small pot. I can't say I had much production out of this, but all I got was this very small fruit, maybe a dozen of them. They were supposed to be bigger. There's still a few here, but I don't think they'll grow much more either. This one's already turning, so right, so let's move to the lemon tree. This thing is absolutely packed with fruit. I actually might have to take some out because I think this is way too much fruit for just the one tree. Look at that, it's absolutely loaded. Just like my red pear. I had, I don't know, 12 plants, something like that. I've lost some during the summer. The sakura plants, I had two of them. They were absolutely amazing early on in the season. I got bucket loads of those tomatoes, but as soon as the heat came, they just quit on me. They were really good tomatoes, but they didn't make it. I lost the Isis candy. That for some reason actually mutated a bit, was not what I was expected or not what I had last season. They weren't that good, and the plant didn't make it either. I lost one sun gold plant as well, and I think that's about it. What have I got left? And the best producer by far is this red pear. This thing is absolutely loaded with fruit, and it has been like this all season, guys. Look at that. There's tomatoes everywhere. It doesn't care if it's hot, if it's not hot, if it's raining. This thing is just amazing. That and the sun peach. This here is a sun peach plant. As you can see here, it's full of tomatoes as well. And this thing is absolutely gorgeous. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. They're absolutely delicious. All this here is still sun peach. Look at that. More here. My sun golds, well, didn't do too well this season. Only this plant left, and actually it's almost dying. Didn't get much production out of this. And of course it's a sun gold, so I have to grow it every year. They are good. Oh, and of course the super sweet 100. That's these red ones here. The plant is still green, nice and strong. And in here, wild orchid has just taken over this bed like it does every year. I never plant this, just comes every year just on its own, which is great. Okay, moving east, we've got another pepper plant here. This has produced quite a lot of fruit. Some bigger than this, like this one's here. But this was actually the average size of fruit I got from this plant. But I've got a ton of them. This was overwintered from last year, and although last winter's they were bigger fruit, they were less as well. So this is average size I got this year. I've harvested at least a dozen fruit before from this plant. Another big one there. There. Okay, and here to the east, that's the tomato jungle. I'm going to give you a very quick recap of what happened this season. Brandywine Sudut, absolutely amazing production, best tomato this season by far. Behind it, Mortgage Lifter, not a bad tomato. Traditional tastes. Production was alright. Eva's purple ball, that thing kept producing. It's quite nice tomato as well. There's still some fruit here, as you can see. Actually gonna. Oh, what I found this. Okay, that looks like such a beautiful tomato, doesn't it? Look what I found. That's the first one I found this year. Well, can't eat them all, can you? Let's keep going. That's Berkeley tie-dye. Still has some fruit. Setting new ones. Did very well this year. Produced a lot. That's good. Behind it, there's Owen's Purple. Beautiful tomato. Good producer as well. Cherokee Purple variegated. Produced maybe a dozen fruits. Good sized fruits earlier on. And then it just quit. And it's almost dead now. Got on there. I still got plenty of tomatoes here. Dester tomatoes. This Suduth plant has died from the tree I had. I still have two. This one's gone. And we'll keep going this way. Rosella Purple did very well this season earlier on, but then not so much. There's still some tomatoes, maybe 5, 6 tomatoes there. This one here, this one grew spontaneously. It's actually good already. So this must be something I grew last season. I'm gonna have to go through my records and see what I had in here. So back to the Rosella. That's this here. It's got some fruit there, over there, here. Not this one though. This is something else, which I would like to know what it is, but it's all tangled now. Big Beef, good producer. The tomatoes store really well after ripe. Quite a bunch I got this season as well. Taste, so-so. I guess it's average tomato, to be honest. This one here, Chef's Choice, pink. Not as much. Didn't produce as much as I expected to. The tomatoes are actually tasty. Not sure if I'm gonna grow them again next year or not, because I already have a bunch of seeds on my list for next season. Anyway, moving on. I have the Mystery Yellow there. I'm gonna call it Tio's Mystery Yellow because I planted that as a Cherokee Purple variegated, and it turned out was a yellow tomato, and was the best yellow tomato I've tried by miles. That's why I don't have any yellow tomatoes, only that one, because I didn't even knew it was yellow. So let's see what that comes up as next year. Again, another Berkeley tie-dye. You can see plant is nice and healthy. Still some tomatoes there. Behind it, Early Girl, produced very well, kept producing all season. Unfortunately, were really small tomatoes. Well, I got a bunch of them like this. They should be bigger than this. They're not big tomatoes by any means, but should be bigger than this. But again, produced quite a lot of them. They are good. Next, Thornburn Terracotta. Didn't even get a dozen fruit from that. They are good tomatoes, but I haven't seen a fruit. I haven't seen a fruit on that plant for at least a month now. So I have another Cherokee Purple variegated plant behind this Berkeley tie-dye, and that's doing well. It's actually setting some fruit, so maybe it doesn't like the sun as much. That's why that one died. That's on the front. This one is shaded. It's on the back. In the back there, I had Black Beauty plant. Didn't like the tomatoes that much, to be honest, so I already binned it. Wasn't even producing that much. And that's it. That's the Riesentraub, or Riesentraub, whatever they call. This has produced so many tomatoes, man. This is... It's just a shame the texture is off for me. I don't like it. It's too soft inside. Too soft. The taste is okay, but they produced a bunch. Okay, I probably forgot some varieties there, but never mind. Now, peppers. And now this is parsley. For some reason, parsley grew with my peppers. These are hot peppers. This is Numex Sandia. I use this for my chili con carne. They're not that hot. I don't know, maybe an average jalapeno thing. A few more here. And another lemon tree. It's a young one, maybe 6 years old. Yeah, but it's producing all right, so well done. Let's move on. And now a new addition to my garden. My chicken coop. Okay, this was on my project list. It's now finished. I have a video on how I built it. If you want to see it, it's probably here somewhere. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a couple of chickens so I can get fresh eggs. And since we're here, there's a melon back there. There it is. That's the only melon. Planted 2 plants. I got 1 melon. Oh well, I guess better than nothing. But it's on such a shady spot. I'm actually surprised we've got 1 fruit there. Anyway, pear, they're actually ready now. I get a few. And now figs. Guys, this thing just keeps growing and growing. It's just way too much. This fig tree has grown so much in 1 year. Look, this was cut here, look, here, here. All of this is new growth. There's figs everywhere. I would have to be here every day picking figs, which I'm not, so they just drop and it's a mess. I'm actually considering cutting this tree down and planting another one on a big pot so I can control the growth, because this is just insane. And now my grapes. Oh, what's supposed to be grapes. We had a couple of thunderstorms during summer. I didn't treat the plants, and of course now what's supposed to be nice, beautiful grapes has turned into nothing. This plant has absolutely nothing that I can eat. That one there has some, and the last one as well, but this one, that's gone. All the grapes have turned into nothing. Look, that's what I'm left with. Unfortunately, look at that. I also had some caterpillars, which I had twice this year. Look, most of them, these are supposed to be green grapes, not, see, these are empty, this is nothing, these are gone. It's a shame because they are nice. These ones are ready. They are good. Well, I guess I'm still gonna eat some. Let's have a look at the next ones. They are good. Right, not the best year for grapes, that's for sure. At least not on my garden. I didn't treat them properly, to be honest, and I think I'm gonna cut this down to half next year, because there's so many bunches here. Look at that. And they're already splitting. I'm not gonna eat all of this. I can already smell that some of them are fermenting, so yeah, definitely gonna cut this down to half next season. Anyway, let's keep moving. My orange tree. That thing never gives me any problems whatsoever. Look how many oranges. It's loaded. So yes, my orange tree and my tangerine tree, my lemon trees, well, my citrus, to be honest, never have problems with them. That's the tangerine tree. Not too many, but well, at least I'm gonna eat some. Anyway, let's keep moving. This is a cherry tree that doesn't give me any cherries, so okay. Now, parsley. It's almost all gone now. It has bolted. I never planted this, not even once. It just showed up in my garden. I don't know how, but since then, for what, 4 or 5 years now, it's been there. All I do is come here, like that. The seeds go in the ground again, and next season, parsley will just sprout. My strawberries didn't do too well. They got taken over by parsley and longevity spinach, and at some point I didn't even know where the strawberry plants were anymore. So it's not a surprise that I only had got a, a small amount of fruit, but next year maybe I'll take better care of my strawberries as well. Here my pepper plant. This is Ancho Grande, overwinter plant. I don't think I'm gonna grow this again. I think I'm gonna kill this plant, to be honest, because they're not even that good. I don't think it's worth keeping this plant, to be honest. It's on the 2nd year now. I didn't really like the peppers on the 1st year, and the 2nd year is just the same. Not gonna keep them next year. Right. On the same pot, I've got yellow Italian variety, which still green. There's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 fruit, and here it's the orange Italian and the red Italian. These are new plants, and I know they're here on the shade, so I got 3 or 4 fruit out of each plant. They are good though, they are sweet peppers. I like them. Yes, that's as much as I can carry in here. I'll be right back. Okay, my longevity spinach. This thing grows so much. There's no way we can eat all of it. Most of it ends up in the compost pile. So, since this is a big pot, I'm considering next season transplanting this to a small pot because there's no point in having this much spinach. It's a beautiful plant and it's really tasty in salads. So usually I just grab one of these, go as far back as I can to the main stem, and there you go. Look at the size of that, look at the length. This is delicious in salads. Good. Now, let's go on that side. Lemon balm, some pennyroyal, and my brassicas. Okay, my walking stick cabbage. This is the only brassicas that I keep in the garden. This is enough for me. I keep pruning them, meaning that I pick this as the leaves as it grows. When it gets to a certain height, I prune the plant or cut the top right there, and then some shoots will come from the sides, and I will leave only 2 shoots and take all the others out, because if you leave it to grow like wild, it will put shoots everywhere, and then all you get is small leaves. I don't like that. I like the bigger leaves, so I leave 2 shoots, like that one and that one, and it keeps producing. When it gets here, I'll cut it, and new shoots will come from the bottom. I've been doing this on this one in particular for 3 years now, and this one. So that's all I do for brassicas. I've got my lettuce there. Okay, this cabbage actually grew from seeds that fell off the other one. These are my lettuces. I had to put this netting here because my cat now decided he wants to do the dirty business on my lettuce patch, which I can't allow. Next to it, we've got one of my favorite tomato varieties. I always get mixed with the pronunciation tomato, you know. Anyway, my favorite tomato plant, that is Rose de Burn. It's still full of fruit. There's fruit everywhere, never stop producing even during the heat. There's probably about 20 fruits still, but I should be topping all my tomato plants end of this month, because otherwise they're gonna keep growing and growing until the frost comes in January, but the fruit won't be that good anyway. There's still so many fruit here. As you can see, you can get a bunch of food out of a small garden, even if you neglect it a little bit, or actually quite a lot. I didn't do much in the garden, to be honest. The watering is now automatic since I finished that project. I have not sprayed my tomato plants once. I did pick some weeds, not much either, and I fertilized it once a month with a 10-10-10 NPK. It's synthetic. I know some people don't like it, but the organic takes longer to break down, and at the end of the day, after it breaks down, all you have is the same, N, P, and K. But I'm not here to tell you what you should use. That's what I use for convenience. I sprayed the grapevines twice because of the black caterpillars, and you can see the result. I should have done it for after the rains, the thunderstorms. I didn't. That's why I've got crappy grapes this year. But still, there's a bunch of food. I've been eating tomatoes, pears, figs, lettuces, cucumbers, cabbage, parsley, coriander, so many things out of a small plot. Right now I still have my tomato plants to take care. I have to top them, and then I'll see what I put on the ground. Maybe some peas, some potatoes, I don't know. Let's see, because our season is quite long here. And I guess that's it, guys. See you soon.